From jazz to hip-hop, Yonelisa's talent is limitless. His African roots are infused into neo-soul, country, R&B, jazz, hop, and so many more genres that each performance brings an element of surprise. He's in the studio with me, and he's done so many things, but we'll let him tell the story of how he ends up or why he enjoys playing in the streets of Cape Town. Welcome and thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me today.
You've got this infectious laughter, which is beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I can hear a bit of music in your laughter as well.
Oh, that's the first time I've ever heard that. But yeah. I love music, and music has been a part of me since I was a child. So just music is my life.
Since you were a child, where?
I grew up in PE. I was born here in Cape Town, but I grew up at Pai, and we used to go to church every Sunday, and that just infected me to grow fond of music, and I wanted to express myself, but I didn't know at the time because I was so young. But even afternoons we would listen to radio, like from Monday to Monday, like we would listen to radio, and we didn't really like TV at home because my aunt didn't believe in TV. Okay. So
I like your aunt radio.
So she wanted us to listen to radio, to listen to the stories and listen to what's happening and always be aware of what's happening in today's world. Yeah.
What do you think it is about church? You know, a lot of great musicians. I mean, we've just seen Aretha Franklin being buried. She had church. Her father was a pastor or Baptist preacher. But there's something about church. I can name a lot of people whose music we celebrate that got the bug from church. What do you think it is?
It's the environment where everyone is just, I don't know, intoxicated with song, because there's a time where even if you don't want to sing, but if you hear that one woman Esabela, you'll be like, yeah, you know, I'm in the spirit now. I wanna enjoy this as much as she is.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it's just the environment of being able to sing, even if you can't talk about other things or say other things, but when you sing, it just releases so much from you, so much tension, so much other things. Yeah,
I love the word intoxicated, because it really does. I mean, when you hear a good song, it does that to you.
Yeah.
And I trust your music is coming from a very special place then,
Yes,
because
it is.
you try and invoke that intoxication in every piece of music.
Yes, my music comes from my daily struggle, my experiences with certain things, and the things I've seen growing up that have affected my generation, even the generation before me. So I sing of fathers not being able to come home because of they working 9 to 5 or whatever. They miss our soccer matches, or just mothers not being able to be there to talk through us to certain things, what we go through in the townships, because of they busy making money. So people don't really get that that stage of our lives is very tender, and we need that attention. And then when you grow up, you actually realize, I wish my mom could have been like this, or whatever, my parents could have been like this. But all is good, because everything happens for a reason, and through this I'm able to tell my story in the streets daily.
You said when you grow up, you look 16.
I'm 25. I'm 25.
You look 16. I'm thinking, what life are you talking about at this age?
No,
but you know, the other side of the coin is that had your mother been that person,
you
wouldn't have turned out the way you are.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what we must celebrate.
Yes,
that
definitely.
outside of all that you think you could have had and you didn't have, here you are. You know, a beautiful young man who has a huge heart, and maybe let's give a taste of our listeners what we're talking about as your music. I know you've sent me music that we've recorded, but I decided it was better hearing it from the source, you know.
Definitely.
So tell us what you're going to sing for us, and
I'm gonna start because like people were asking me to sing this song. I'm gonna sing "Angels Cry." It's a song I wrote a while back, and it's just about like why are people sad, why are people always crying, and why can't we be just in love and infatuated and toxic? Why do we have to break each other's hearts?
Meaning that we are all angels.
We are all angels, yes.
Go ahead.
Ndonile, you were the apple of my eye, my only inspiration and my motivation. Kangendugu tingele, okutungayo pula, me, I'm Intizio, no, Dilapa, baby, yeah, please don't go. You got me asking myself these questions like why? Now I do angels cry, turning yellow Sicily line. No, why do stars fall down, turning ganyes easy? Why do angels cry, turning ganyes easily lie? Do stars fall down? Yeah. Now tell me why, my love. Now tell me when, my dear, where did we go wrong? Yeah, we used to be so strong, we could have had it all. Hey, but you went my heart, you went and gave it all up. Hey, sadness comes, but why do angels cry? Turning yellow Sicily light. Why do stars fall down? Turning onions easy, see why do angels cry? Turning yellow Sicily light. Do stars fall down?
Oh my goodness, I mean, firstly, what a beautiful song.
Thank you so much.
And it's your own song, you wrote it.
Yeah.
I see you've mixed English and Xhosa.
Yes.
Is that a thing you do deliberately?
It's a thing I do deliberately because I understand that my audience is not just my people, and I also want my music to speak to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I directly first I sing in my language, and then I'm comfortable with the words, and then I translate it to the like easiest way I can, so that it's easy to the ear. Yeah.
It's easy to the heart as well.
Yes.
It's easy to the heart as well. I felt that so deeply. But have you had musical training?
It was a long, hard journey. I remember when I first got the guitar, I didn't know how to. I thought I didn't know how to sing, and I wasn't comfortable with my voice. So at that time, there was a school called Ndonga Music School in Gugulethu in NY 57, and Poki Class was the founder of it, and he was working with different various artists from Walanga, old jazz legends from the townships who are teaching young kids to play instruments and sing. So I went there, and through there I got Playing for Change, which they like reimbursed our studies to go do part-time vocal training at UCT.
Okay.
And then from there I found another school called Jazz Workshop, where Mike Perry was like the founder. So I went there for training for vocals and also for guitar. Yeah.
And that's all the training you have.
That's all the training I have, and just even in like most training actually comes from when I'm basking, because I feel that's that's where
I wanted to go.
Yeah.
So you take your music to the street.
Yes.
How does that happen? What makes you want to be playing, and busk?
Well, I was really frustrated one day, and I just decided, you know what, because I was getting a bit matured or older, and I'm like, I don't have a job. I don't have anything sustainable that I can do, and everywhere I apply for jobs it just like fails. So I was like, no, I'm tired of this. Let me take my guitar. Let me go to sit in gardens. Let me see what I can do, and then miracle happened. People loved what I was doing, and people were so generous in terms of how they gave, because I was actually quite shocked. And then I was like, no, I can actually take this thing, bask, yes, for the love of it, but I can also make money out of it and go out into restaurants and bars and theaters and actually do something. And that's where it started. And I was like, no, you know what? No matter where I go, no matter how big I get, no matter how famous I get, I'll never leave the streets. In terms of, I will always go back, because that's where I found a lot of myself, in terms of spending time with people who are homeless and spending.
You're actually quite vulnerable when you're out in the streets.
Yeah, you are, and especially some people don't like it. Some people will definitely tell you that, you know what, you should stop what you're doing. You should go back, get a job, or you know what, you should do something decent with your time. Why are you in the streets? Why are you not on TV? Or why are you not? That pressure also can get you, because you feel like I need to, when you don't really need to do anything that they enforce on you.
When you stand there, what would you hope people would understand without having a conversation with you? You know, because a lot of people busk. Some music, some of them are acting out. You know, trying to tell jokes. What do you want us as the public to understand about being in the street and putting out your art in the street?
Busking is not. It's not. Don't look at buskers as charity cases. We're not charity cases. We're not people who don't have a life. We're just driven by passion and our creativity, and sometimes we don't have means to be in platforms like these all the time, or get people listening to our music, the right people who can take us up. But that's our effort. That's our sweat, tears, and blood being shown in the street. Because it's at the time you feel naked sometimes, even when you play your own song, because people come and record your song and steal it and maybe go record it somewhere else, and then you lose your song like that. And it has happened to me many times. So it's just, we're in the streets, when we're basking, we're doing it for the love. If you like it, you're not forced to give anything, you know. But if you like it, maybe follow on YouTube, whatever, SoundCloud, and just send a message of encouragement instead of looking like, when's that, you know. So it's that vibe.
But it's also the appreciation when somebody's listening to you, giving
very
you
much.
applause,
Yes,
and that sort of thing. So people must give love. Really.
Give love. Don't judge. Give love. People are doing it for different reasons, and I know a lot of people who live by it. That's their bread, and it's hard to see someone who is maybe older even than you, who's struggling so much that whatever they make there, that's their bread for the day.
Is there competition with spots where you play?
Yes, not in my spot per se, but I mean as buskers, we have to also go and register to the city of Cape Town. So like, it's always advisable to be registered, because there are people who take chances, and because you are young, or because and they'll tell you, you have to move here, whatever. But if you have a permit, then no one can tell you anything. You know, if you have a permit, you can do your thing, you can be free. But
and does your permit keep you in one space? For instance, you're at Green Market Square.
And
in Company Gardens.
Company Gardens. Even here at the pavilion, I had my permits.
Here in Seapoint.
Yes. So yes, you need to specify with the people you need to go to the people who are around the area and talk to them if your busking is not making any problems or whatever, and then you can be allocated by the city that you are known. You're always there. You're always there at that spot at this time. You're always at that spot at that time, and also you always have to rotate so that you give other people a chance as well.
So where are you? Do you have permanent days? Like on a Wednesday, where are you?
Well, I have days like Saturday and Sundays. I usually busk in Company Gardens. That's where I love busking, and that's where I
Oh, and when the weather's beautiful.
Beautiful, yes, and the people are just flocking in and out.
Oh no, I mustn't keep you too long. People are waiting for you to
Definitely.
Come. So on Saturdays you are at
Company Gardens.
Company Gardens. When are you at Green Market?
Green Market Square during the week. Many a times I am there, and then at the pavilion I'm always with my friend Coffee. When I have the chance, I go with him, Coffee the King, and then I go busk with him.
So, where do we find your music online?
You can find my music on SoundCloud, YouTube, and also you can follow me on Instagram, Yonelisa Wambi.
Yonelisa Wambi. On Instagram,
Wambi.
You're not on Facebook?
Yes, I am on Facebook, Yonelisa Wambi as well. Please like my page, people.
No, we will. And you've recorded this.
Yes.
And how many other songs are there?
I have two EPs, and I have two EPs. And I'm working on another project, a bigger project for next year, which is gonna collaborate all of the songs that people have not heard yet. Because I've been saying that I'm making new music, and people are asking, where's this new music? So I'm working on it, and it's gonna come out next year. It's gonna be a banger.
Can I keep you just for one more song, please?
Yeah. Oh,
and, you know, we're going to take a little break, and then we'll come back and you'll play us another song before I let you go and bask.
Okay.
Of motorbikes roaring.